Very careful. Been waiting for this for a bit. Here we go. Yes. It's actually packaged without any, at least it's in a box. I got that to say about it. My goodness. Because lately I've been getting stuff pretty bashed up, so it's okay. A little bit of a mush sting over on the edge, but nothing that looks horrible. Because man, oh man, I tell you, it's just been issues with getting books. Half of them getting like really badly scrunched in the corners, so it's kind of nice to see this not so bad like the other ones that I've seen. A few of you guys out there are like, why does he want to play Cypher System? What's up with Cypher System? I tell you what, the reason why I like Cypher System is because, now get here, it's not rules light. I mean, it is rules light, but it's rules light for the game master, not so rules light for the players. Okay, well, let's get it's the way that you build your character is quite intricate, so there's a lot of thought going into the player end of it and how you build your character. However, as far as the game master is concerned, there is very little prep. And I mean prep as in knowing stats of stuff and monsters and blah 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 and all that kind of stuff is very easy. Where player end is fairly intricate. The way that you build your character is quite everything's well-meaning, and it's I like the feel of this book. This book has really cool texture to it, a very cobblestone feel. But back to the Cypher System. It's very yeah, the way that you create your character is quite deep. So it's not simple as you think it is, as far as the player end goes. And that's in the player creation. As far as playing it, very easy too. So, like I've mentioned, the players roll all the dice. So, Game Master doesn't have to roll dice at all. I mean, the Game Master can roll dice. It's entirely up to him or her, whoever. But the only dice that you would be rolling as a Game Master would probably be the percentile as far as most things go. So you're going to have basically these dice for your players. So your percentile dice, a d6, and a d20. That is all that you need for your players. The Game Master can have no dice if he chooses, or cards. I always use cards because the cards are awesome. And unfortunately, it's like a add-on to your game, getting the cards. But there are a lot of box sets out there that Monty Cook has put together, which make it a little easier to purchase. So I highly recommend getting the box set of cards when you want to start into like Cypher or like one of the games is like Numenera or The Strange. Or, you know, create your own cards. And I have Card Creator, and I'll show a little thing here. So I'm creating here in Card Creator some cards here to go along with my Traveler game. So that's why things have been a little bit delayed with Traveler, because I came up with this cool idea to make a Player-Emulator. And that's what you're seeing here is me constructing cards and getting things set up for that. So back here, yeah, I have decided to pick this up. This is the Cypher version, not the 5e or anything, because I want to, in my next game of my Cypher game, I either want to run this as a Cypher only game, or like by itself, or I might go with a theme that goes along the lines of The Strange, because The Strange is very will handle a lot of different genres. So The Strange is kind of where, just to kind of put it out there, The Strange is kind of like Michael Moorcock's Eternal Champion series of books. That includes Elric and Corum and other ones that I can't remember right now. But there are many versions of the Eternal Champion. And the idea is kind of like that John Carter of Mars kind of aspect, where your body is on Earth. Say, for example, you start on Earth, and you have this ability to transcend into another being in another plane of existence or dimension, and you could be this hero that shows up in a totally different alternate universe, and in the meantime your body back on Earth. So yeah, your body kind of decompiles and doesn't exist on Earth anymore until you reincorporate back when you return. So there's many ways that this can happen, and like in John Carter of Mars, it's like he goes through some sort of a portal in a certain area, and I mean, you could use that kind of idea, or you could have your players transcend together as like a group effort. So they group together and they utilize their powers to amplify a way to get through this portal. And your bodies decorporate and incorporate into bodies that are existing in other dimensions. So, and in these other dimensions, it could be a fantasy kind of setting, or it could be a sci-fi or steampunk, whatever you feel like. There's different settings in The Strange already made up, and I thought, well, wouldn't it be neat if they went to Ptolus as well, and they could have adventures there. Or I might just go ahead and run this as a solo, Cypher system campaign as well. So that might be my plan as well. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet, but this I've heard lots about this, and there is a lot of information here to read through. And this is going to take me a while to get through. So you got a huge tome here with some marks on your book here, so it makes it a little easier to get to each section of the book. And in the back here, you also got a, wow, this is cool. This is, I don't know if you can see that. I'll show the shine on it. So it's a textured envelope in the back. I believe this can be detached. So let's do that carefully. So it's got the little gummy stuff here. get rid of here. Leaves a little bit of a residue on here, but I want to get rid of it because it does take, it does make the book a little too bulky to manage. So there we go. That feels a little less stressful on that spine there. So yeah, so cool. And this will contain some. Just gotta make sure that we get everything out of here. This is a very interesting material. It's kind of like paper, parchmenty paper. So this envelope I will keep for all this information here. So there is some cool map here. This is apparently the where would Ptolus be on here? Bay of Ptolus. There we go. So it'll be here. So you can situate this into this campaign setting. This sandbox, and okay, you get some interesting, good. Some this is going to be probably a spot in Ptolus which the players will center upon. So it's cool that they go ahead and give you the information on this in kind of one little note kind of script here. Some maps, and you know, we got some great background on there as well. Let's see, did I get a doubles? Okay, so I see I ended up getting a so I ended up getting the non-cipher, so I got the D20 version as well in the package. So I see that's possibly a thing with these packages, that they're meant for both systems. So they included the rules to both. Okay, cool. Some interesting information on the calendar. And I believe that's very important in this game as well. So neat. Some interesting handout kind of stuff. Okay. Probably a lot of spoiler stuff here, so this will be a lot of random encounter stuff. Okay, cool. And of course, this will be a map of the city itself. I'm just kind of going through this, making sure that, alright, I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody. This comes with the player sheet. So I believe this will probably be something that I could download as well. So cool. I wonder if it has all that information in here where I can download the extra stuff. So, and big map. Big map. Is this a double-side map? Yes, it is. It is a double-side map. So you get a map here, and it looks like you get a bit of a adventure map on the inside as well. So cool. So interesting. And the rest of this, yeah. A lot of handout stuff, so there's maps. Ooh, a dungeon side view. Pretty extensive dungeon underneath there, I would say. some things about rules, crimes and punishment. Yeah, lots of handout stuff. So, very nice. Monty Cook has some great material that you can use. So, I know a lot of people out there that watch my videos might have their, issues with Monty Cook. But I played a lot of his stuff before he went down the path of being a kind of a social justice warrior. I mean, I guess that's, if that's what you want to call it, I guess, But before that, I used to play a ton of Iron Heroes. And one of my longest lasting campaigns over Fantasy Grounds was an Iron Heroes campaign that I had put together. I think it was like at least 3 years that we played that. We did have a little break of maybe 4 months in that, where I was situating things up for a secondary part of that campaign, and we played through a good portion of that. The nice thing about Cypher is your enemies and all that stuff are very easy, laid out. You don't have a lot of stats and everything that you have to read up on. It's a heck of a lot more simple to run. So, and that's why I like Cypher. It's easy to run for the game master, and I don't have to worry about things about rolling dice and mechanics that way. All my choices and decisions are going to be based on what I know about the situation and what challenge rating I give it, and it goes from there. So the most worrisome thing is keeping your challenge ratings consistent. So just keep that in mind. That's going to be your main concern, because players like consistency, and in their game, they want to know if they're going to be approaching a locked door, that it most likely will be a consistent challenge rating of, say, 5 or 6 if it's really hard, and they can kind of be able themselves gauge whether or not they're going to have to go ahead and use a little bit of effort or not, and spread out their points, their pools, in order to accommodate how far they're going to go into the adventure before they become exhausted and need to rest. So this will be cool. I might go ahead and just play this as a one-off adventure, instead of incorporating it into the Strange. Or you never know. Well, I might just throw it in there too. Who knows? I haven't made any decisions yet. This is the way I game master too. Is I never really have full on like written in stone decisions that I make upon my campaigns. They can go anywhere. If the players are like, yeah, let's do this, okay, well, we're gonna do this then. Or if they like the way that Strange is going, I'll just keep it with what is canon in the books, Or I'll make it's so open-ended, you can make up your own stuff in the Strange. But Cypher, definitely pretty cool. There'll be some more stuff coming up once I got these cards all printed out, and I'm gonna be doing a test run of how these cards are gonna work with the I've got a prototype coming up with them. And then once I got something worked out that seems to be pretty good and feasible and logical, I will then go ahead and put it into a PDF that can be printed, and maybe I'll put it on something like Drive-Thru RPG and have a pay what you want kind of deal for it. So you can get the cards in physical form, or you can, you know, print them by yourself and make your own cards. So, but anyways, so yeah, cool. Glad to finally have this into my library of stuff. I will be reading through this thoroughly and seeing if I can grok it all and get things rolling with a campaign on that. So, Ptolus cipher system version. I might have some more to say about it later on if anybody's interested. But in the meantime, I'm focusing right now on getting that the Traveler cards going, and we'll end up having that Traveler solo campaign on the way, and I will have it visualized here in on YouTube as well, so you can see maybe a possible way for you to start a campaign with your own players with Traveler, and might get a little bit more interest out there on some watchers out there, subscribers that will that want to know exactly what Traveler is all about. Good start so far on the 100 sub death match that is going to be coming. So we have a death battle that will be showing on Monday, not today's Monday, and I'm talking about next Monday. So anybody can put a comment in that on that video. You can get your friends to join in as well. They don't have to be a subscriber, but it's cool if they do subscribe. I'm gonna take everybody who has made a comment there, and we're gonna stick them into a live death battle that will be broadcasted live on Monday, and we can see the results and who will live and who will die in that. Well, thank you guys for coming in and checking this out. Ptolus, big book, big volume. Happy to finally have it in my hands. I was very surprised to see it. I was expecting it like probably more or less around Christmas time. So cool. Thanks for showing up, and we'll talk to you guys later.